How's everyone doing this evening? How are you guys doing? All right, as you can read from my caption, I'm on the side of the road. Yep, on the side of the road. Had to call roadside to come assist your sister out. Guys, I have a flat tire. And on the freeway, yes, a flat tire. But you know what? As you can see, I still have a smile, not just on my face, but a smile in my heart. And you all know when I get an opportunity to go to Daddy and ask him for some lessons, I go to him. And so hence, when Daddy talks, what's your girl gonna do? She gonna listen. So, guys, immediately when this happened, I was like, oh, gosh. Okay, I just got to get back to my back. I got to get to the trunk and make sure the spare tire is there. You know, as a woman, and I hope, sis, you hear me out when I say this. One of the things that just messes me up about women is that, guys, we can have some of the junkiest trunks. And on nights like this is not a night to have a full trunk when you know you got to look in that trunk while it's raining to make sure you have a spare tire when it's needed. Well, I looked in my trunk and I found the spare tire and I got in my car. And I was just sitting there and, thank God it wasn't that junky. I mean, y'all can see a little stuff back there. But thank God it wasn't that bad. But while I was sitting there, I was like, Lord, what's my lesson? What's the lesson right now? And he said, Lanisa, talk about being treated like a spare tire. Yeah, being treated like a spare tire. So let's go on and jump right on in this real quick. How many of us have been in a relationship or in a relationship currently and you being treated like a spare tire? Well, when Daddy broke this down to me, I had to admit, oh my goodness, Daddy, I have been the spare tire, not just in one relationship, but several relationships. So let's go ahead and break it down. 4 points. Are you that spare tire in this man's life? All right, we're going to break down that acronym TIRE, so let's go ahead and do it. First point, are you the spare tire? First letter T. T, does he only take you out when it's convenient for him? Oh, yeah. See, he only calls you when he's not busy, or he waits to when his friends are doing something else, and then he calls you and says, come on, will you come over? Or does he tell you, don't call me at a certain time? You have to wait for him to call you. Does he just take you out when it's only convenient for him? See, that's what a spare tire does, ladies. We only take it out when it's convenient for us. So, are you being that spare tire for that man in your life? All right, let's go to point number two. Because, I am on the side of the freeway. Point number 2. Isolated. Is that man treating you like a spare tire by isolating you? See, no one even knows that I have a spare tire in the back of my car if you even opened up the car and opened up the trunk. You would have to go down and look in a compartment where I have isolated it, where I have hidden it. Well, how many men in your life has isolated you to a certain compartment of their friends or their family? See, he only will show you to some of his friends. He will only take you to parts of his family. Some people you can't even know. Or you can't be there when these people are there, or he can't invite you to that event because you know what I'm talking about. Is your man treating you like a spare tire? He's isolating you. All right, let's go on to point number 3. are. He knows you're always ready, ladies. He knows you're always ready. See, that spare tire, I didn't have to go back there and ask, are you ready for the person to come and put it on? No. Oh, he's always, that spare tire is always ready. Well, are you always Johnny on the spot for that man? Well, he knows that. See, he calls you whenever. He never even gives you heads up. See, he calls you last minute. Hey, let's go out to eat. And you jump up and you run. He waits to that first date was canceled and that second date was canceled. And then he calls you. Hey, what you doing? I'm bored. And then you get up and run. He calls you, said, what you doing right now? I'm hungry. Come over here and make me some food. And guess what you do? You get up, you ready, you run. Oh, are you the spare tire in a man's life? Are you always ready at the drop of a hat? Does he never have to prepare and call you and say, hey, I want to get on your schedule? Because he knows you're always ready. All right, last one, last letter, E. Point number 4. Are you that spare tire by always accepting excuses why you're not the right one? See, this spare tire right here, it's accepting why it's not on as a main tire. And I can sit here, if me and this tire had a relationship, I would say, no, I'm going to give you an excuse after an excuse after excuse why you can't be one of my main tires. Well, is a man treating you like a spare tire and giving you excuses why you can't be the main tire? Oh, you know what I'm saying. Excuses like, well, baby, it's not the right time. Excuses like, well, hold on, I got to make sure this happens or this happens. Excuses, you know what I'm talking about. There's always an excuse why something can't happen when it pertains to you. So, ladies, are you the spare tire in a man's life? Does he take you out only when he is ready to take you out? I isolate you only to certain groups of individuals, or always knows you ready whenever he calls, and E gives you excuses as to why the timing is not right. Well, I'm going to tell you, right now, when Daddy told me that, I was like, okay, God, what do I say? What do I say right now? Because I don't want another woman to feel like she has to be the spare tire. Well, here's your answer. Here's what to do. He said, Lanisa, tell them to do what you did. You called roadside assistance. I knew roadside assistance wouldn't give me any excuses, would make sure that I was safe when they called me. And that's what the man did. He said, ma'am, make sure you pull over, make sure he went down the list. See, roadside assistance was there to help. And you know who's your roadside assistance? Is Daddy. Yeah. See, you don't have to be treated like a spare tire at all. No, ladies. I need you to call roadside assistance right now. And I need you to call on Daddy and say, Daddy, no more will I show up as a spare tire to any man in my life. And you know what I guarantee Daddy will do for you? He's going to sit you down for a season. He is. I'm going to go ahead and warn you. He's going to set you down. But while he sets you down, he's going to let you understand who you are in his eyes. See, he has to take you and mold you into understanding that you were never meant to be anybody's spare anything. See, he's got to reshape you and remove the tarnish, the drama, the hurt, the pain that made you think that you were even meant to be anybody's spare tire. So is it going to take a season, ladies? It is. But let Daddy be that roadside assistance he's supposed to be. Because when you allow him to do that, whoo, you will never, ever be anybody's spare tire. As a matter of fact, you going to be the person that owns the whole tire shop. You get what I'm saying? You going to be rolling and rolling and rolling. Man, okay, my internet, but you're going to be rolling and rolling, and no man will ever be able to slow you down and make you feel like you anybody's spare. No, you'll always know you Daddy's main piece of equipment. Yes, his main piece of equipment to do what he's called you to do. Yes, what he's called you to do. And because of that, he needs you running right, not to be a spare. He needs you to show up in the best version of you so that you can go out and bless somebody else, because that's why you're here anyway. All right, with that, I'm hoping they come on. As you can see, I'm a little frazzled right now. I'm just sitting out here, but they'll be here shortly. I know they will. My daddy ain't never left me nor forsaken me, so I'm sure they coming. All right.